Twaddle twaddle vision, to twaddle vision, twaddle twaddle vision. Twaddle twaddle vision, to twaddle vision, twaddle twaddle vision.
WTF, WTF.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ross from Cultaholic.com. You're my sexual wank pheasants. Rest in peace, Barry Chuckle. Give Paul Heyman all the Nandos he can eat. And here are all the WTF moments from last night's WWE Raw. Now, back at Name Redacted, when I was playing a heel character, I would attempt to wind up people by saying that Jar Jar Binks was the single best character in Star Wars Episode 2, The Phantom Menace, and with our Lord and Saviour Barry Chuckle looking down on me right now, it would really work. So then, seeing that sign there at Raw last night was a WTF moment of biblical proportions. So much so that the Jesus fella who sometimes appears in these videos, he's gone home, he just can't hack the WTF. It's funny cause poo. But if big baldy bastard Baron Corbin was indeed a poo, he would be the snake because he's a big, long and girthy daddy. So next up we have Kurt Angle, who's out there saying that he doesn't have to beg Ronda Rousey to compete on WWE Raw. She doesn't whine, she doesn't complain. She's lovely, unlike other former UFC champions. Well, hold your piss and horses, Kurt, because when you said that sentence, Ronda Rousey hadn't even had a match on WWE Raw yet, and she's been with us for 8 pissing months. And you can't moan anywhere, Kurt Angle. Surely the deal Vince McMahon signed for him and Brock Lesnar works for both Brock Lesnar, but also for WWE. If it didn't, Vince McMahon wouldn't sign it, surely. You want Brock to wrestle more on Raw? You pay him more in medium to well done meat, but why he would want his meat like that is a separate issue altogether, the damn weirdo.
Made a grave mistake, Corey.
Hey, laminated. Filthy. Somebody tell me this. How can the ring bell ring to start the match between the big dog and Baron Corbin when there's no referee in the ring to signal for the bell to ring? Who called for the bell? It's another bastard screw job, isn't it? But done by a ghost. Essentially, we're that lass in Scary Movie 2 who's being diddled upside the wall by an invisible man.
Made a grave mistake, Corey.
Roman certainly earned every opportunity he's had at the Universal title. These guys have been going for well over 20 minutes according to Jonathan Coachman, who in this moment proved he's got a teeny tiny little willy. They've been going for 12 minutes by that stage, if that, and Jonathan Coachman exaggerates to overcompensate. I'm sure I learned that in A-level psychology, but I could be talking bollocks. That's so badass, that'll show him for being rubbish. I'm sure that Roman Reigns got no sleep whatsoever last night. He would have been tossing and turning in his little doggy bed, thinking about how much you murked him off, you badass. But he didn't want to touch your grubby mitts anyway. Who's this Florida bloke like? I've never heard of him before. Look at WWE unearthing this brand new talent, give him a global platform to flourish on. Nah, pick somebody new, man. He's really shy. What you talking about, man? Elias? Bobby Lashley couldn't remember the lyrics to Rockin' Robin? Pish. Elias, go and watch that segment from last week's show on the official WWE YouTube channel. You'll see no evidence of what you said whatsoever. Bobby Lashley got in the ring, he made some noise, and you attacked him for absolutely no reason. That's right, WWE cut Bobby Lashley murdering an absolute classic right between the eyes out of the YouTube clips, and nobody could ever know it happened. And thusly, Elias bringing it back up when WWE so clearly want you to forget about it means one thing: Vince McMahon is going to tantalize his arse with that guitar like a mother would tan the arse of a naughty school child way back in the day. Hang on a second now, we've got Bobby Lashley saying Elias's boots are a joke, his jeans are a joke, his t-shirt's a joke, his beard's a joke, his eyes a joke, his nose a joke, his hair's a joke, his neck's a joke. He's all a joke. His documentary's a joke. His album's a joke. Everything's a joke, apparently. And WWE are expecting people to cheer this man. I think somebody backstage been smoking the doobies. Doesn't Elias get one of the biggest pops every single week? Doesn't everybody on planet Earth, apart from me, love that 4-song album he's put out recently? WWE don't seem to realise any of this is happening. The bath turds. Maggle, 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 maggle. So apparently Rezar's MMA fights never lasted any longer than 30 seconds. I've done some research to prove this claim absolutely Pete Tong. Rezar's MMA fights: 4 minutes 33 seconds, 18 seconds, 1 minute 54 seconds, 35 seconds, 3 minutes 9 seconds, 5 minutes, 2 minutes 58, and 2 minutes 10. Most of them lasted way longer than 30 seconds, Maggle. Do not confuse Rezar's MMA career with you and your pulling your big dog career. coming quickly. Premature ejaculation. Now we can all see what WWE are doing with Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman as each week goes by. Kevin Owens wins by a different method to create a little bit of doubt in your smarky little minds that he could pull off the unthinkable and take away the Monster in the Bank's Monster in the Bank monster briefcase. But to me, a man with a brain, that's a lot of bollocks. All KO's doing week by week by week is showing Braun Strowman what not to do week by week by week. So each week he goes into the ring with Kevin Owens or Jinder Mahal. Braun Strowman's getting a refresher course in what not to do. So come SummerSlam, it's all going to be fresh. Braun will know exactly what not to do, and Kevin Owens is brown bread, which means dead. The blue eyes. They showed a recap of WrestleMania 31 and did nothing to cover up Roman Reigns' big bastard blue eyes. As if we'd never noticed, man. The opinion of us could not be lower. Here we go again. Roman Reigns' feet clearly touching the floor before Brock Lesnar's. Apart from that right one there, just look at it. Look at that foot. Can we end this now? And here's a direct quote from the big dog himself. I'm sick and tired of seeing this fool disrespect my lifestyle, disrespect my family business. Roman Reigns is a McMahon. It all starts to make sense now. So early in the night, Roman Reigns agreed to be Seth Rollins' partner as Seth Rollins was going to take on Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. But when the pair of Shield brothers were walking out to take on Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin came in, said, Roman Reigns, you can't be part of this match because the SummerSlam main event is in jeopardy. So Roman Reigns was taken out of the match and told to go home. And bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yo. However, in that same swoop, the two men involved in the Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam were both allowed to go out there and beat the piss out of each other in a moment that makes as much sense as the concept of a pug. But upper management in WWE are apparently still sticking it to Roman Reigns seconds after they gave him the night off when he wanted to work double duty when he didn't have to, and 13 days away from his millionth title shot at the Universal title this bastard calendar year. My heart quite literally bleeds for the bloke and has got now to do with the cholesterol. Haha, fat joke. Zinger. And next up we have that useless wank stain of a man, Jonathan Coachman, claiming that Dolph Ziggler's never ever had anybody watching his back before, so let's just forget about AJ Lee and Big E and Vicky Guerrero and the entire Spirit Squad and Motley Crue and Bon Jovi and White Snake and Def Leppard and 80s frizzy hair and the dads. So in the closing stages of that matchup, we all saw clearly with our own working eyes that Drew McIntyre tagged himself in. There was no controversy to that finish whatsoever, but Maggle Cole somehow missed it. There they were making something out of nothing, a mountain out of a molehill, essentially clickbaiting the noise coming out of their mouth in a world where we are used to seeing clickbaited content. What is Michael Cole? What is the Raw commentary team? Wrestle Talk? Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, Shinsuke Nakamura, and now Baron Corbin versus your boy Finn Balor. Forget about SummerSlam. This is more like rematches I'm not really asked about seeing slam. Ha ha! 5 stars. Now the B Team's Battle Scar theme was a toe tapper. Some people might even call it cool, but I won't because I am not cool. The B Team are naff. They're a parody. We're not meant to take them seriously, so them having a toe tapper and potentially cool theme does not make any sense. Them having a crap theme, no, that fits like a glove on the hand of life, whatever that means. That thing there, that's not a WTF moment like so many of you out there claim. Tune in next week for some more lessons in wrestling from me, Ross. Here's a direct quote from Jonathan Coachman. You keep your opponent in between him and his corner. Look at Jonathan Coachman there, quite literally dominating the best professional wrestler the world has ever seen. What has happened between that moment there and now for bollocks like that to be blotting out of his useless wank-stained mouth? I'd hate to know what to think about his bastard teeth then. Back to Coachman we go, and according to him over on SmackDown Live, the United States Champion Jeff Hardy has all kinds of problems with Randy Orton, but at SummerSlam he must focus his attention on his challenger, Shinsuke Nakamura. Somebody take him out the back, man, and shoot him in the head, man. Metaphorically, of course, like a metaphorical horse. Now, was I the only one thinking about the time Paul Heyman said he was backstage smoking a joint with Van Damme when he appeared on Raw last night looking like that? Jokes aside, that was amazing last night. I love Paul Heyman. He's the best. He can do anything with his mouth and his face. But that pissing artwork, 3 shows in a row now, it's there. I need to know why. Please somebody tell me why. And now it's time for this.
Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
Hello and welcome to Wankety Wank, the section of WTF Moments, where just like on Blankety Blank, where they film the blanks of sexual wank, Pheasant tweets me with the WTF moment, and I give them all the credit because this is a lovely world in which we live in. Thank you very much to Burger King Foot Lettuce, because in the midst of all the bollocks coming out the mouths of the people on commentary, I missed this one, so there you go. Well done. Spank me, Ronda. Here we go again, another video. I'm in another video where we'll talk about the concept of millennials. No doubt about it, if you turned that there sign round, it would say, choke me, Daddy Ronda, eat your own arse, Daddy Ronda, yas, Daddy Ronda, yas. Makes me sick. Once again, here we are talking about a WWE commentary team not seeing race, and good on them for doing so, because apparently that picture there shows Ronda Rousey tapping out Alexa Bliss. No, it doesn't. And that's it for all of your WTF moments from this lovely episode of WWE Raw. I say lovely in the sense it was really boring. Thank you very much for being a sexual wank pheasant once again. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at @RossOnWrestling. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Anything you thought to give us would be lovely. Great, super, fantastic. But most importantly of all, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and join us everywhere on the social media world where we have the social media things.